Welcome back, Assassins. In the next 3 episodes, I'm going to be tackling the Fortune Teller Challenge Pack, which was added after I had already recorded Marrakesh. So I need to go back and do these challenges. In this episode, I'm going to be doing the challenges Future Events and Wishful Thinking. I really like this challenge because it's very challenging, which I guess is what a challenge should be. And it's a lot of fun. It took me a while to kind of figure out a nice route for it, but very satisfying in the end. The Future Events Challenge is simply unlocked by putting on the Fortune Teller disguise without killing him, so you can subdue him and take the disguise. And then the Wishful Thinking, you unlock by killing General Zaydan and also Klaus while dressed as a Fortune Teller, but you have to kill them both with a saber. So some pretty unique stipulations there, and should be pretty straightforward once you know what you're doing. So the most important thing for this challenge is to set things up, because again, I'm going to have to come back here to kill the general in a Fortune Teller disguise. So I'm going to clear out as many people as possible to make me sneaking back here a little bit easier.
You're dismissed. General Satan's order. You're dismissed. General Satan's order.
So anyone that I can dismiss will be dismissed.
You're dismissed. General Satan's order.
A third way for Africa. Socioeconomic progress.
And I think that's everybody up here, so let me actually go down to the first floor and dismiss some people there.
You're dismissed. General Satan's order. You're dismissed. General Satan's order.
I was never even...
Never you mind. General Zayden says the man.
These are people leaving that I already dismissed.
You're dismissed. General Satan's order.
And looks like I got pretty much everyone except this guy. Let me get rid of him.
You're dismissed. General Satan's order.
Alright, so I think I'm done for now. So again, setting up is the most important part. So next, I'm going to head down to the tunnels beneath the shoe shop and clean that place out and prepare it for Klaus. Thankfully, this disguise allows me access to a majority of places. Gonna take some coins with me just in case. I don't know if I'll need them. Gonna throw a coin to disrupt this conversation so I don't have to wait for it to be over.
Not bad, huh? I figure since.
You go.
Affirmative.
So there's gonna be 5 targets in the tunnels that I'm going to subdue. That way I can sneak down there as the Fortune Teller later on
Understood. Welcome.
without having to sneak around them or anything like that. I don't want things to be complicated.
Pretty elaborate.
You don't have to do the Silent Assassin, but I want to for the added challenge. So this is the first of 5 targets down here. He kind of patrols. So that's 1 taken care of. Got this guy here. And I guess I'll just throw this at him. Hopefully he doesn't see me. I don't know if he will. Maybe I should wait for him. That works for me. So because Klaus actually goes through the tunnels, I like to actually hide the bodies. Although he's coming from the other direction, so he'll never actually make it up here. So still makes me feel better to hide the bodies though. So there's this guy, and I'll hide his body as well, because this is actually where Klaus is going to be hanging out, this open space here. It's also important to hide the weapons, because if Klaus sees the weapons, he'll kind of freak out a little bit. I don't want that. So here is the third target. Gonna leave him for now. And then there's one more guy that patrols here, which is this guy. And ultimately, I don't really have to pacify him because he doesn't really go to that open area that Klaus is at. But you know what? I want everything nice and clean. So there's a nice little cabinet to hide him in right here. And I don't know where I want to hide his weapon, because this is where Klaus is going to be coming from. I want to make sure this weapon is out of sight. Maybe right here. And then let me drag this guy up there. And I guess let me hide the weapon here. I'm not really happy with this one because if he looks to the left while he's walking down here, he may see it. So I'll just take it with me and drop it off somewhere else. I'll just throw it here. That should be fine. And now the stage is set. I've cleared out the school a little bit. I've cleared out the tunnels. And I'm going to have both the targets ready to be killed. So now I'm actually going to initiate the challenge, I suppose. I'm going to go get the fortune teller disguise and then get some sabers and kill the targets. So the fortune teller is begging for money outside of the lamp shop. And if you throw some coins on his plate, like you've seen in previous Marrakesh episodes that I've done, he'll actually trigger an event and go walk around. Trying to remember how to get around in Marrakesh, it's been a while. Yeah, there he is, right here. Okay. So I think you have to throw about 4 coins in there before he gets up.
Wow, you are my hero. Thank you. I am eternally in debt to you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And yeah, that 5th one just bounced right off, so should be good to go. So when he stands up and starts moving around, you know you've triggered it. And he's ultimately going to go to his little shop, I guess, which is on the other corner. It can take him a while. He's going to run around. He's going to try some food at the stalls. I'm just going to go wait for him. He ultimately comes in this little shop here. But like I said, it can take a while. So I'll do some editing until he actually makes his way over here. Alright, here he comes. Gonna go ahead and subdue him. He drops all those coins that you threw in his plate, which is kind of funny. Alright. So again, if you knock him out without killing him and you put on his disguise, you unlock the challenge Future Events. So now that I have the disguise, I only need a saber to kill the targets with. And it's very convenient because the general has one by where I'm going to be assassinating him. And then there's a second saber in this level, right by the tunnels in the shoe shop. So I'm going to use actually 2 different sabers to kill the targets. Obviously, I can't be running around with a giant sword. That's pretty suspicious unless you have a soldier disguise or a military officer disguise.
Okay.
Try it one more time.
So I'm going to begin with the general. I'm going to go and assassinate him first at the school. And probably the sneakiest way for me to get there is through the headmaster's rooftop here. gonna knock him out. Don't need to hide the body, but you know me by now. Makes me feel better to hide the bodies. Gonna take the headmaster key so I can access some of the back alleys at the school. It's gonna be a lot easier to sneak in that way.
General Zayden keeps coming down here to check on the prisoner.
Alright, so I'm gonna go around the perimeter here. Again, towards the back alley. And with a headmaster key, I should be able to go right in. There is one guard here, but he's not too much of an issue. I'm just gonna knock him out when I have a good opportunity. I don't want to knock him out by that window, so I'm probably gonna have to wait a little bit. In fact, if you're really quick, you can actually sneak by him and go through the door and not even have to knock him out. But I'm gonna come out this way, so it's easier for me to just deal with him. And nobody's gonna find him back here. But just in case, I'm gonna hide him behind this crate so nobody looking out from the window will see. Oh man, I didn't even see that guy there. Thankfully he didn't see me, he just got suspicious. So I'm gonna have to wait for him to come check things out.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Now an easy way to get to the second floor is through the hole in the bathroom here. I always screw up the angle for the hang here. Almost got caught, that really would have sucked. Alright, so there's the general. I can sneak around here. Now the reason I knocked out that military officer in the beginning is because he's always guarding this room, but this is going to be my kill room. And with all those dismissed soldiers, it's actually pretty clear for the taking. Here's the first saber that I have. And I'm going to use the safe combination that I picked up at the start of the mission to open this up. And then I can use the password that was in the safe to trigger Klaus to go to the basement, which I cleared.
Honeycomb.
Now I'll wait for the general, so I'll edit until he's ready to die.
I shall inform Mr. Strandberg.
Alright, here comes the general. So again, for the wishful thinking challenge, I have to kill the general, and I have to kill Klaus, dressed as the fortune teller with a saber. So there's half the challenge complete. And I'm gonna head into the tunnels. I activated the safe word, so Klaus should be running there as we speak. And I'll meet him there. Gonna sneak out the same way I came in. He's gonna make a run for it. Gotta be careful here, sometimes the positioning of the guards is a little bit off and you can't really run for it, but everything lined up right here. Gonna climb head up to the headmaster's office. I guess it's not really an office, it's more of a rooftop. I don't know why I called it an office. I guess the headmasters hang out in offices. Stupid. Other way. There we go. I really need to go to bed. I'm like slurring my speech over here. I'm sick. It's super late. It's like 2 in the morning. Alright. So now to the tunnels. I'm gonna go in through the shoe shop, of course. A little lost. I always get lost here. All these back alleyways.
Costume? Huh?
No, not here. I think... Yeah, here we go. This way. Alright. Oh, bad timing. So I gotta wait for that guard to patrol out before I can sneak in. I think he's actually gonna come here. Yeah, he's gonna come here before he gets back next to the other guard. As soon as he moves off, I can make my move. Alright, here we go. So here's another saber right behind the counter. That way I don't have to run around the city with the one from the school, because that will be almost impossible in this disguise. And now you can see why I spent so much time clearing this place out. That way I can freely come here in this disguise, and then I can easily eliminate Klaus without having to worry about anyone else. So I'm not going to risk it. I don't want him seeing me, so I'll just go ahead and maybe distract him with a coin. Make him turn around.
Hey, what is that?
And let's do this. And there you have it.
Now head towards an exit.
That is the wishful thinking challenge. A very fun one. There's probably easier, faster ways to do this, but I had a really fun time doing this route and trying to get the Silent Assassin with it. So now it's only a matter of heading to the exit, which I can do. Just gotta be careful. Last little stretch here is making sure I don't get caught by the guard. And again, I caught bad timing with this, so I'm just gonna have to wait for him to go back towards his buddy before I exit. Any day now, sir. Come on. Nice shoe rack here, by the way. Never really appreciated it. Alright, looks like he's finally moving. And I can finally get out of here. Let's go. Alright, to the exit. So thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe. In the next 2 videos, I'm going to continue doing some other challenges that are part of the Fortune Teller pack here in Marrakesh. So you can look forward to that. See you on the next episode.